What's up, YouTube? Captain Redbeard back on the Division 2. And since we're doing the global event Golden Bullet, I just wanted to show you guys one of the builds that I'm using. I've used it before. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit of a challenge. I'm not using the Crusader shield or anything like that. I'm just using the decoy. But let's get into it. Let me show you. So here's what I'm using. At the top, I'm using the Gunner Specialization. For the weapons, I'm using the Iron Lung, I'm using the Shield Splinter, and I'm using the TDI card custom. So for the Iron Lung, I do have Expertise 17 on this. On this build, the total damage is 107.3k. LMG damage, damage to target out of cover, and damage to armor is all maxed out. And the talent on the Iron Lung is Ardent. Shooting heats up the weapon, filling up the heat meter. The meter is equivalent to 50% of the weapon's standard magazine size. When the meter is full, rounds shot by the weapon ignite enemies. When not shooting, the meter depletes over time. Reloading or swapping the weapon fully depletes the meter. And then my Shield Splinter, Expertise 17, total damage with this build is 84.2k. Assault rifle damage, health damage, damage to target out of cover is maxed out. And the talent's Perfect Optimist. That weapon damage is increased by plus 4% for every 10% ammo missing from the magazine. And then with the TDI card custom, when you draw it, you get an extra skill tier. So for the gear set, I'm using the 4-piece striker. Start with the mask. Get all 4 of the brand set bonuses. Plus 15% weapon handling, plus 15% rate of fire, and I'm getting the Striker's Gamble. Weapon hits increase total weapon damage by 0.65%, stacking up to 100 times. 1 stacks lost per second between 0 and 50 stacks, 2 stacks lost per second between 50 and 100 stacks. Core attribute on the mask is Armor, and the Miner's crit damage and crit chance. For the gloves, core attribute's Armor, and the Miner's crit damage. Knee pads, Armor, crit damage. In the holster, we got weapon damage and crit chance. So for the backpack, when I run the LMGs, I'm trying to get as much of the critical hit chance as I can. I'm not fully maxed out on this build here, but it still works good enough for me, so I just kept it the way it is. The Seskavroba, I have the plus 10% critical hit chance, just to up that chance a little bit on the build. Core attributes Armor. And the Miner's crit chance, crit damage with a crit chance mod. The talent on this is Wicked. Applying a status effect increases total weapon damage by 18% for 20 seconds. So I am using the Iron Lung, catch him on fire with that. Then Wicked procs the 18%, and you get all that weapon damage. Just kind of helps it out. And for the chest piece, Petrov Defense, I'm using it for the plus 10% LMG damage. Core attribute on this is weapon damage. Miner's crit damage, crit chance with a crit chance mod. And on this I have Obliterate. Critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds. Stacks up to 25 times. And like I said, the skill, I'm just using the Decoy and the Reviver Hive. Sitting at 1.5 million armor. Let's take a look at the stats. Weapon damage, we're at 107. PvP weapon damage, 35. Critical hit chance, we're sitting at 56%. Crit damage, we're at 125. Headshot damage, 105. All weapons damage bonus, we're at 56.6%. And the LMG bonus, 25%. So there it is. Not bad. Works pretty good. I like it. You know, not using the shield sometimes for the PvE content, the Golden Bullet, I really like it. You could use it with the Bullet King as well. It's obviously not as strong of an LMG, and I just prefer the way that the Iron Lung shoots. But I do use the Bullet King for some of the stuff, but I tend to try to make a build that's got a little bit more damage for that, just because the Bullet King's kind of lacking in that area. And that's it. Alright, let me get into some gameplay for you. As always, I'm just going to pick a random mission. See how it works out. If you like this video, hit that like, subscribe, help me support my channel. I appreciate you guys. And let's get into it. Okay, so maybe it's not a challenge on this mission, but I also don't have any directive set or anything like that, so, you know. But there you go. It's a pretty fun build to use for Golden Bullet. It's not bad. So check it out. Not real hard. I think the hardest piece for me to get in this build was the backpack, because I was looking for the Seska Vroba backpack with the wicket on it. And I had to farm a bit for this one. But yeah, that's about it. So, alright, well, there it is. I am Captain Redbeard 253. Again, if you like this video, hit that like, subscribe, help me support my channel, guys. I appreciate all the feedback you've been giving me. Channel's doing pretty good for how new it is. It's pretty cool. Alright. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you next time.